It was the nation's elite teenage athletes' turn to sample the top-class track at the redeveloped Domain, playing host to the Australian All-Schools Athletic Championship. And it wasn't just the stadium on show. Tasmania's team putting on one of its best performances ever in a national junior competition. The home crowd helping it to a haul of 27 medals, including 7 gold. 3 of those belonging to 18-year-old Devonport sprinter Morgan Wiley, with wins in the 100, 200 and 400 metres, and helping the under-20 women's relay to silver and a new state record.
Tasmania, we always have a really strong team and there's a lot of enthusiasm and it's a great team spirit always with Tasmanian teams.
Wiley now setting her sights on the Christmas Carnival series before April's national titles. Delighted Tasmanian coach Tony Smith using the triumph to again push for a return of the national Telstra A series after it was axed last year, despite huge crowds and Kathy Freeman's first post-Olympic appearance.
Unfortunately, we didn't get it here this year, but I think we deserve it after an event like this.
Gerard, Scholten, Southern Cross News. There'll be no repeat of last season's stirring post-Christmas comeback, which saw the Tigers storm into the Pura Cup final against the Bulls. Skipper Jamie Cox pointing to his team's inability to score runs and then bowl teams out cheaply, as the reason his team is now languishing at the bottom of the Cup ladder.
If you're not making the runs, then you obviously don't give your bowlers a good enough opportunity to win games.
Tigers captain not blaming the pitch for the performance, but both skippers agree it wasn't up to scratch.
Very, very ordinary. I can only remember playing on 2 or 3 worse ones throughout my career.
I think it was very poor. It was a very poor wicket for first-class cricket.
The dud deck not the only thing to mar the game, following 2 controversial leg before decisions. Leffer judged in front to a ball which appeared to be going down leg side. Damien Wright's knock of 46 cut short by another contentious umpiring decision. A positive sign, the form of newcomer Scott Mason, notching up a half-century which included 6 fours, before he padded up to Andrew Simons. The Tigers now vowing to go back to the selection table and consider grooming some young talent in preparation for next season. Gerard, Scholten, Southern Cross News. At one of the state's most popular surf beaches, Clifton, a dedicated group of volunteers has begun patrolling the beaches every weekend from December through to March. Policeman Mick Hawkins is just one of them, swapping his handcuffs for a pair of Speedos, bringing the courage he displays on the beat to the beach.
I think people are attracted to the outdoors, good surf like this, competition. And Tassie's just got some really great beaches, I think. It must be cold, mate. It is freezing, mate, and it doesn't get any warmer over summer.
But there's more to surf lifesaving than just keeping watch on swimmers splashing between the flags. In fact, as almost any lifesaver will tell you, it's the chance to compete in the surf and the scorching social life that keeps the membership growing.
I think the competition side of it is a real attraction for people to get into surf lifesaving. If it wasn't there, you'd probably struggle to get so many members. But competition is very strong, as you see. With the boats, with the craft, the skis. It attracts a lot of people, the competition side of it.
Board paddles, surf skis and the surf boat crews crashing through pounding waves, providing a spectacular and exhilarating element to one of our most popular outdoor pastimes. A shining example is Julie Howard, a latecomer to surf lifesaving. The supremely fit woman in her 40s represents a new breed of beach volunteer.
You can pick whatever you like as part of your involvement. There's running, swimming, surf ski paddling, boat rowing, or you can just be an associate member and be involved in the other activities, the social activities. So you don't have to be fit, but it's a way of getting fit if you become interested in participating.
After just a short time on the beach, she's already racked up an impressive record, snaring a silver in just her first national competition on the surf ski. The Clifton Beach local trailblazing a new appeal for the association, helping to broaden its popularity as an activity for the whole family.
Lots of fun for the ladies as well. I'd like to see more females do it because it really is a lot of fun. It's a great way to keep fit and keep in shape and meet lots of people. It's a fantastic thing for everyone.
And that all seems to be changing, starting right here. Every summer, more and more young Tasmanian boys and girls are switching off the computer and heading for the beach. And while diving into the sand and the waves is helping to teach nippers invaluable lessons about beach safety, it's also helping to keep them fit and healthy, as well as ensuring surf lifesaving in Tasmania will be around for many years to come. They're not your typical uni student. This team of University of Tasmania engineers trading the lecture theatre for pit lane. With petrol rather than beer flowing through their veins, the team has spent the past 12 months building this seriously fast single-seater from the ground up. And now it's exam time. The car to be put through its paces at the National Formula SAE Championships in Victoria next week.
We hope to do better than we did last year and beat all the other Australian teams and also the Germans once again.
And she's as mean as she looks, pumping out 50 kilowatts from its 600cc Kawasaki engine. This brute can fly from 0 to 100 in 4 seconds flat.
It's a pretty fast little car. Yesterday we were getting some very good times. I can't say on camera exactly what we were getting.
But even if the students haven't realised it yet, the program's about more than just boys and their toys. Students from a range of engineering disciplines turning trigonometry into triumph on the track.
Trigonometry crunching numbers is also pretty good, but it's nice to be able to give them a hands-on project base.
I've watched a lot of the guys go through university straight out of year 12. Very, very good academically, but they don't know which way to turn a bolt.
And while the experience will no doubt better prepare graduates for a career in industry, who could blame them for wanting to keep studying forever? Gerard, Scholten, Southern Cross News. Scorching 30-degree plus heat combined with strong hot northerly winds spelt disaster for firefighters. 15 crews called to a fierce scrub fire burning on multiple fronts at Montrose around 12:30. The blustery winds fanned the fire within metres of more than 20 houses in Mary's Hope Road before tearing through bone-dry scrub towards dozen more hilltop homes nearby.
As things have developed through the hot weather conditions this afternoon, has pushed the fires in a number of different directions, so we have about 4 or 5 different flanks we've currently been working on this afternoon.
Cassandra Drive bearing the brunt of the firestorm, crews scrambling to the scene in a desperate attempt to protect residents and their homes. A lucky escape for the owner of this house, the fire just seconds away from engulfing the roof and balcony. At the height of the blaze, up to a dozen houses in this street alone were under threat. Quick action by firefighters ensuring while some were damaged, none were lost.
We had one house that the fire progressed inside the house, but quick action by the firefighters on the scene, they saved about 95% of the house.
Their task eased by a sudden southerly change, sending the flames away from the threatened homes, allowing firefighters to begin back-burning operations in an attempt to bring it under control.
I don't think the fire will burn itself out. I think that we'll have to put a lot of effort in and a lot of containment lines to bring the fire to areas that we want to contain it to.
Fire crews will spend the night mopping up spot fires, hoping forecast rain materialises, while shocked residents begin the clean-up, contemplating a lucky escape. As yet, the cause of the blaze is unknown. Fire investigators expected to visit the scene tonight. Gerard, Scholten, Southern Cross News. With Christmas dinners long since digested, almost 10,000 hungry and thirsty partygoers poured through the gates of this year's Taste of Tasmania as soon as they opened. Hobart's spectacular weather and the Saturday start leaving organisers excited about the 2002 festival.
Biggest, bestest party ever. And look at the weather. Fabulous. We're going to have so much fun.
The first time, the streets around Sullivan's Cove choked with people rather than cars. Roads blocked to traffic for the next week as part of tough new security measures in the wake of a possible terrorist threat.
A lot of feedback that it's great with no vehicles being here, and it's actually adding to the environment down here.
Wonderful thing. If it wasn't for security, I'd be talking to council to do it anyway.
I don't think it's going to disadvantage anybody. In fact, I think, as I've always said, it's going to be a party zone, and I think people are going to enjoy that.
And it seems the public agree.
I think it's a good idea. You can walk freely, you don't have to worry about being run over. Yeah, I think it's good.
We parked up in town, not a problem.
Do you think it's something they should do every year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But with some Salamanca businesses and taste stall holders still wary about the auto ban, the Hobart City Council says it's not rushing to make the move an annual event just yet.
You ask me in 7 days' time.
Last year, more than 235,000 people shuffled through the taste. This year, organisers hoping for a new record of 250,000 people. And they're already well on the way, with some predicting last year's daily record of 47,000 will be smashed today.
Definitely 50 plus. It's almost like sort of sports commentary, isn't it? Could be 50, could be 55, but it's, it's packed here.
Revellers have until Friday to get their fill. Gerard, Scholten, Southern Cross News.